Matthew, you've got a new opinion piece up on MS Now titled Trump's primary winning streak continues, but his revenge tour still could backfire. He's had a good run in Louisiana and Kentucky and Indiana, kind of purging the party of people who dared cross him, even occasionally. So why do you think it'll backfire down the road?
Well, I mean, listen, we are months into a war with Iran where victory is elusive. For years now, Democrats have just been blowing out Republicans at race after race across the nation, from governor down to the local level. So Trump and the White House crew get the band back together. And what do? They go out and they beat the bag out of their own party. While Trump remains the biggest, maybe only force in Republican politics, he is at historic lows with the American public. Mika, you just went through some of the new polling. It is absolutely horrific. What is gold in a primary can easily turn to kryptonite in a general election. Running towards Trump is like running towards a fire, not with water, but with kerosene. And you can get yourself burned very quickly. Some of these seats will continue to be safe, but some of them are now arguably in play. You're looking at Texas, and then even taking a step back. North Carolina, a lot of Republicans I'm talking to, had they never, helped show Senator Tillis the door, there's a question that Governor Cooper would never have jumped in that race. That could have been a safe seat. So right now, the team is riding high, but it's like they're scoring baskets on their own goal. It's like they threw a pick six and they're dancing in the end zone like they scored a touchdown. So how this ends up will be up to the voters. But again, just going out there and winning primary after primary for revenge over results is just not a winning strategy.
I appreciate multiple sports analogies there. Matthew, I've been thinking along these lines, too. I mean, yes, Trump's scoring wins, but maybe hurting his party while doing so. You just highlighted a couple of races where that may be the case, that they're going to end up with a perhaps less palatable general election candidate. And that's what I wanted you to weigh in on next. Just, it feels like, look, we know Trump cares about himself far more than the party. That's always been the case. But I think his goals, the GOP's goals, have probably never been more misaligned than they are right now, where Trump's priorities, what he cares about, seems to be almost actively hurting Republican chances this November.
Jonathan, that is correct. I keep hearing these are costly decisions in terms of the amount of money we'll have to spend, and maybe even costly in terms of losing seats. The American public is focused on, war and the domestic economy. The president is focused on an arch and a ballroom. Americans and Republicans are looking at the 2026 election in just a few months. The president is more concerned about the 2020 election and settling scores from that. So again, how bad is it? They're talking about, opening the shuttered government agency known as Congress to maybe do something about it. We'll see what happens. But the Republicans I'm talking to, including that slush fund, listen, I resigned on January 6th. What a disgraceful, disgusting approach that our acting attorney general is taking. And Republicans do not have good answers on any of this.
Yeah, I guess the Yellow Caucus, they did drop the funding on the ballroom from the bill, at least for now. We'll see. MS Now political analyst Matt Bartlett, thank you very much. His new piece is online at ms.now.